It says that the rapper's attorney previously stated he had been taken off life support, but has now said he was given wrong information. All right, so this is a newer update, I guess. It said he is still on life support following the heart attack. That's what the family issued as a statement. So they said that he was taken off, and that was what I was going to read, but now after looking, it's been corrected. So this has happened in the last day. And it says that he is still on life support, contrary to that statement made by his attorney, who said that he was taken off and was breathing on his own, which was the update that I was about to read. So since then, this has been updated, and it says that TMZ reported that he had been rushed to the hospital and was in a critical state after suffering an overdose. The overdose reportedly happened on Friday night, April 2nd, around 11 p.m., after which the Party Up in Here rapper was taken to a hospital in White Plains, New York. Sources told the publication that the overdose triggered a heart attack. Conflicting sources reported that X was in a vegetative state or had some brain activity, and that doctors had cautioned that he may not pull through. DMX attorney later shared an update on his condition, revealing that X was breathing on his own after being taken off life support. Speaking to P1X11 News, Murray Richmond said he's been in the hospital as a result of a heart attack. He's been taken off life support system and he's breathing on his own. He added, but we are concerned. It would be disingenuous of me to suggest that I'm not a worried man at this particular point. This is the story right here from his attorney. It says, however, Richmond has since retracted the statement, speaking to Rolling Stone last night, April 3rd, and he said he was given wrong information and that the rapper remains on life support. He could not confirm if the heart attack was drug-related. A rep for DMX shared an update with TMZ in the early hours of this morning, April 4th, which is today. Last night, Earl DMX Simmons was rushed to the hospital after collapsing at home. At this time, he remains in ICU in critical condition. Earl has been a warrior his entire life. This situation represents yet another road he must conquer. Let's hope that this road ain't a cul-de-sac. The Simmons family appreciates the overwhelming outpouring of heartfelt love, encouragement, support, and prayers for Earl. Earl is someone whose life and music have been a source of inspiration and strength to so many people around the world. It is reassuring to see his fans return that same passionate energy to him during his time of need. TMZ added that a family member confirmed the rapper's children have flown in to see him. The Rough Riders rapper has a long history of battling substance abuse that he said began when he accidentally smoked a blunt laced with cocaine at the age of 14. Damn. That's a hell of a way to get started. In the years following, he was in and out of prison for a variety of drug-related charges as he battled an addiction to cocaine. He was arrested in 2010 for regularly using drugs and violating the conditions of his probation, and had his jail sentence extended in 2011 due to drug possession behind bars. In October 2011, he claimed that he finally conquered his drug addiction, saying he had let the cocaine go in order to help him be a better father to his children. It was something that drew me in and trapped me and just had a hold on me for a long time, X told Dr. Phil during an interview in 2013, which I actually did see that Dr. Phil interview. It was something else. Now, in the same interview, he admitted that he still smoked marijuana every once in a while, which probably meant every day, but hadn't been high in over a year, probably because people that used to smoke crack and cocaine feel like marijuana don't get them high. And that is from my experience of talking to people that do that. It's like a cigarette to them. It's not going to get them the way they used to be. He added, I'm always going to be an addict. I'm going to be an addict until I die. It doesn't mean I have to get high. That is something that people that deal with addiction, whether it's alcohol or drugs, normally say that it's something that they will always have to deal with. And I understand. I get it. Now, in 2017, he canceled 3 shows in California in order to check into a rehab facility. Later that same year, he continued to work on his issues by checking into another substance abuse facility in New England. DMX has visited rehab several times. His last stint came in 2019 after canceling a series of shows before checking himself in. In his ongoing commitment to put family and sobriety first, DMX checked himself into a rehab facility. He apologizes for his canceled shows and thanks his fans for their continued support. A member of X's team communicated this via Instagram. Now, in 2019, he was released from prison after serving time following a guilty plea he entered for federal tax evasion charges in 2017. Since being released, X has kept himself busy. His comeback included a 20th anniversary tour of his classic album It's Dark and Hell is Hot, performances at major festivals such as South by Southwest and Rollin' Loud, Miami, and a high-profile interview with GQ. For the past couple years, DMX has been busy working on his much-anticipated comeback album, the proper follow-up to 2012's Undisputed. Speaking in a number of interviews, he revealed that the album would include features from Lil Wayne, Snoop Dogg, Alicia Keys, Usher, and several members of the Griselda crew and the late Pop Smoke. In February, he also announced that he has a collaboration with U2's Bono on the way called Skyscrapers. So, DMX, I thought, was doing better. I thought that things were on the up and up for him. But as we see, it didn't look good. And this story right here also talks about how he had his children actually come there to be by his bedside while he was on life support, and the rapper prognosis was poor. He has 15 children. DMX has 15 children. That's a packed ass, hospital room. They all came to New York to be by his bedside as he remained on life support. It said the doctors in New York and White's Plains said the 50-year-old prognosis is poor, while family members have said his life hangs in the balance. It was said that he was off life support, but of course, like I just read, that was a misstatement. Now, they said that he overdosed around 11 p.m. on Friday, according to TMZ. And he'd been in critical care. It said one relative explained that paramedics tried to resuscitate him for 30 minutes when he was taken to the hospital Friday night, during which time he was deprived of oxygen for an extended period. Now, I'm not sure, maybe my nurse Whitney and some of you other ladies that are nurses watching, or, guys that know, I believe if your brain is without oxygen for, I think, 3 minutes, maybe 7 minutes at the most, damn sure 10 minutes, you're in trouble. Your brain begins to die. And that's how you can get to a vegetative state. So if he was without oxygen for 30 minutes, that's an extremely long period of time. So we'll see. It said that lack of oxygen severely affected his brain. One family member saying it's not looking good. And although he may have some brain activity, doctors still worried he may not pull through. And if he does survive, but he doesn't have his brain, then who is he but a shell of his former self? You need your brain more than your body almost. Well, actually you do. You can become injured and have all things kind of happen to you, but as long as you have your brain, you can still do things and be similar to who you were. But without your brain, you can have a perfectly healthy body and it's a wrap. And I ain't talking about his new album. You say, long as the compressions were sufficient, he should have had some oxygen-rich blood flowing to his brain. Okay. But the drugs and the heart attack combined with respiratory distress is a lot. Okay. So it was a whole bunch of things happening at once that may have been making the situation even worse.